So I'll do HD from 4K, which would be like DS, dog shit. They wanted to ask about this rock. This rock. Recording 4,056 plus. Anyways, they took the story. Jesus had died many deaths. In fact, he was immortal that went down. Mortal, they actually put the wrestle and a few guys there just so they don't get dude's faith going. God likes his ghost faith and controlling like AI, just like how grassroots indie guys like me can amplify the message. You stay 200, 300, just getting 10 views can reach 100 dudes. So keep that in mind while you wonder why even little ones, their gyms are 30% after when it's there, right? So he went down crucifixion. That was before year zero. They say God maybe hit 34 there, same thing in old Rome and shit. They got burnt out, they got poisoned by acid, same thing. It was a dirty old fight, and Spider Chick was in there. Spider Chick push, same thing, like a dirty old witch for some too good glamour guy. It's BS because deep down these immortal gods are mummies. You know, the valor keeps them young like me. I prove humans can outmuscle them. Anyways, gods were chosen to go on. Jesus, just like with Genie, the 1940s, 1400s, I should say. 1440, it was around the year 1000. It could have been Peter. It was the old orc, the trainer of the rock. This was just before Stormlight started getting. They had similar consequences. They had similar generics and genetics and spirits from Islam. Same thing. These guys like me, they know it's they're like a hog. They're the king. That's why they blame the hog. They came back themselves dead after messing with dudes. So so humans are mortal. They can go down. And these are gods that have amazing power. They train all their life. They're like Arnold. But again, they're the big army dude and cleared the mountain and built the city all out of rock. And they were amazed by rock at one time. And Jesus, they were doing something. They dirtied his river. They asked why they killed the orc. Asked why they went around killing this guy, that nigger's wife, this nigger's wife. More when the kings were on their side. The kings, it was hubris. God didn't like overpowering the little tiny pups so much they needed to. So again, they needed to cool the Titanic down too. So there was a party cock there. Jesus was a great builder. It was a great waste of talent. He was with Jody. He went to the river and he thought it was lame. He got a second chance. He killed his family as a carpenter. It was tough. He was in a wheelchair. They gave him down at the third. The orc got tip, same thing, cock in the church in the chicken pen and fighting and blah, blah, blah. And she's a little bit different. And Irie and wherever she came from, it's part of they chose them as to breed them and do this weird shit as reavers and shit. So their skin is different too, taking these cocks and shit. That's how they spread somewhat too. So they had some guy watching there. Kreslin was tossed out. That was Zeus. So Zeus wanted Kreslin there, but they got, same thing, they went 2Q for the desert law. That's what they locked into when the orc found shit out and early law and church. He had coin. He was the partier. He was the guy after. Jesus would have maybe freaked out some guy at Dave or steal something. I know I was. So Jesus needed to block shit. It's part tempter too. Satan, the ape, they blamed it and it wasn't fast. It's true. The ape can't see shit, but they see in different dimensions. That's why they use barbiturates. So anyways, Jesus, they progress. They're the holies. They progress anyways. So flesh can go down. That's what they say. So the dudes know, again, karma coming down. So anyways, same chick running around, tough chick. It was it was same thing. They were tossed out. It was supposed to be queen. They tossed her out. She was a troll after. They was a chick, just whatever came along, didn't know the difference, just like probably when you sleep out there. And they're playing with gators and shit. You don't know that. So anyway, there's a trainer of the rock. They brought him up there, He knew he was guilty. Jesus was trained by assassins. So they were training to avenge people's wives and deaths too. And different gods, different bishmen had to end them because they were going after theft and dudes fucking around, and they cleared forests of invasions too there, back in early Germany in the river there. And there's a picture of them. It's like a mountain. Now, this is similar though. It splits at different times of the world. So there's different versions. There's different gods. Judas seen one of them. So I call Gus. It's the old redneck Gus, he 100K a year fox with the big oil. So oil drives it. We get different. So they're going to be testing guys, and you can see the police right away call them out. I could jump on cyber. They're on BMR, right? But Dane, they know Dane, but it's a long drop, so that's why I have ammo up against Linst and shit. And also, they respect me too, so because I support them, and it's viral. I have 10 million views on YouTube that are uncounted for too, just by promotion over 10 years. So anyways, he was hit by, he said, crusher in return, back to the river. He couldn't pick up the rock and turn it into bread. They are ghouls at it. They're old by then. He knew he was going down. There was a new one coming in, and he's an old ghoul orc. He's a Duru too, so he's supernatural. They wanted speed. He knew he was going down, but he lived a very good life. Same thing like this, the weeds and shit, and the stew was greedy. It's all that medieval times, shit changes here. They get screens and stuff that blocks shit, and stoves, different. It's not done by the more native way. Anyways, he got rocked by the rock. He was hit here. He said, fist for fist, come on. And they'd play, boom, boom. So the rock ended up winning against these scissors and shit, and even the paper. And it went through different times. He might have been hit by a staff at one time, and they were getting beaten and crucified. He got rocked. It ended up, if you, boom, 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 his face rocked, boom, boom, what they use for bears. Psh, he said, I'm Jesus. Caught with the cock, guilty too. They boom, 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 and they blew it. The chick blew it, devil, as the models. It was funny because of the weirdness and the devil. No. Well, he's getting chicks there too. Arrogant. So if you already know their dial-ups by then, they're rotting away. That's why it separates. Boom, the floods kicked in. Many of them, but different guys separated with the sons, and they went on to mule them out and see how long they lasted. Now it's better. The government, and they're not so old and shit. They didn't know, so now they have to use Acer after they do this weird subconscious thing, and we tug it along because. Again, switching shears, you see the picture of me. That's part of me, the wolf, the Bop'Z there. That's the roots of the big old Bop'Z that comes out holding the big old Holy Spirit back there. Not through these stupid bum insect faults. They go and then the battles and clear it out, and you show you how, even up against immortal power, they had different moonshine. Some of it missed, turned true while they're using. That's how it starts. They take all these things. They say, this guy that we get it from is, look at this. That's how and then the circus comes too. So Jesus was asked out. I took it, I came in. It's quite a bit, it's not close. It's by a few lengths running as quicker than the fox. Great fox shit too. The beard, the people chose him, even though they go on showing I'm tougher. Even they go on, they're off route. I know I'm a king, I would gut them. So they did chose BB, so I run the rodeo. Well, Jesus kind of just tried to stay solid. He's just like many of the heroes on the God sides, they're in wheelchairs. So that's the funny thing. It's still sin right till it's flooded. You're going to try that overnight shit. Again, writers are busy. So by evolution of writers and shit, and guys, same thing. That's how guards loot people now. They're getting good at it. So police can't because you know what police are going to say, it's theft, so they don't want guys, so they have to do some way. Now they're doing this. It's cool if Grok shit is there, but you got to know these guys are over their head too. I can't go there. I can make them a deal to start. You got to say to start, and maybe 50K down the road, 50K in sales and on some new. But again, I'm big already, so they can hear it online. That's just wait, because you know we work for, that's part of the grassroots. You get a new piece of gear, and people are talking shit. You can go online. You got video evidence now. It will cool them and shit. Whether they're out of it, right? So again, we got separation. You know, rent. You need rent. They'll put squatters out. And that bear. Bitcoin doesn't just rise. It's so they capitalize on the up, buy it down, boom, in different times, and then a few months where it does go up rapidly, and then it can drop down again. That bear is always going to be messing with. Same people are off. It'd be too many in the boat. It's very, very early. They're going to see if you're going to, and then I attack on some of the overtax they do with scam too. Just shred that percent. So I'm down in my credit. You know, my credit is there and shit. You know, it might be 400 plus points now, but that's why I'm saying you got to push that way. 6 months, boom, boom, 15%. Your Ethereum 80 is dropping down. It's more like 12, 13% now. But dudes are going to be selling it because it doubles. When the more money you have, 5 million turns to 10. 2,000, 3,000 can turn 4 to 10K. So, and then you want to keep stabilizing it. That's the thing though. Some buy low. They're going to use bots and stake shit. So they're going to learn the suppression shit. So anyways, rocked, because guys like me, these theories are not all crazy taking the funny farm. That's why I'm using the internet. They're going to push different signs. See, different dudes already are into it, and they're saying it's cryptic and shit. But the churches the same thing. Guys can go through domestic issues. So they can strike in the law. You can get stabbed too.